Welcome to the Empty Cans Podcast.
My name is Mark.
And I'm Tom. Here we are.
Here we are once again. This is our second episode of this season.
Yeah.
Tom, it has been a while.
Yeah, been a little
since
bit.
we talked to Stacy with Boise Beer Buddies.
Yep.
What you been up to since?
Not much. It's been kind of cold and not really going out, man. So just kind of hanging out at home. It's kind of boring. Kind of boring. I'm
that's
sorry.
really boring.
I know.
That's really boring.
There's been a few new Great Notions out that I've tried, so at least there's that.
Yeah, we tried that. I did try some of the double stack, the stout, which, boy, that was really good.
Yep.
Actually, even though I don't like stouts, that was a really good one. I think my wife and I one time went down to Mother Earth, had the idol worship.
Yeah.
And, other than that, you're pretty much right. It's been kind of boring and cold and miserable out.
Yeah, I think we got together, had a night, the all bell together, right? In between there, a few weeks ago.
Oh, shit, yeah, right.
A few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, we did like a Disney planning trip.
We did, yeah.
Because we're going to...
Booked the hotel for Universal and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Great time. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know.
It'll be a good time. It'll be good.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you got for beer news?
Yeah, so the only beer news I have, just wanted to let everybody know, Brown Beard Brewing is going to be opening up on March 10th. So they'll be off Shinden Boulevard in Garden City. So...
Yeah, so they are actually, you got like homebrew stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the next door down, you got Clairvoyant.
Yep.
That took over County Line.
Yeah, they did.
And then I do believe it's in the whole next building.
Yeah, the next little
at the
section.
End,
yep.
Used to be like a wine place or something.
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Bar Terror or something.
Yeah.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not
fancy
with my wine, so I'm not really sure. But,
right.
But I think that's where they're moving in.
Yep.
March 10th. Can't wait for that. I will be there. You in, Tom?
Yeah, I'm in for sure. That's on a Friday, March 10th.
Friday,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
March 10th.
6 p.m.?
6:30, I think.
6:30, yeah. So, yeah, definitely be there.
It's going to be a crazy time.
Yeah. I think it'll be good.
Always love it when a new brewery comes into town.
Mm-hmm. Check them out online. It looks like they got a good round selection available, so that'll be good.
We do hope to get him on this show.
Yes.
Fairly soon.
Probably not right away.
Last time I talked to him, he's working 15-hour days on top of his regular job. So, yeah, he's kind of busy right now.
A little bit busy.
Yeah,
for
a little
sure.
bit busy.
Yeah.
Can't break away.
I can't wait. I'm hoping that everything goes well for him.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, Tom, what are we doing today? What is this episode all about?
Man, you guys are in for a treat. Maybe we are too. I don't know.
Yeah, we could be.
Anyways, today's episode is all about trying local IPAs, not hazies, just straight up IPAs. We're doing a blind taste test. So we had the wives pour the beers for us. We don't know what's what. We're going to taste them, and then we're going to try to guess them based on the flavor profile.
Yes.
So
a couple things here. Normally, anybody that has listened to this podcast, they know that Tom and I love hazy beers.
Right.
But we started on IPA, straight IPAs.
Sure did, yep.
So this month we are doing straight IPAs, and they are local.
Yep.
And one thing I should mention, we have hit the local scene several times.
Yep.
We've talked to a few local breweries, Loose Screw, Idlewild, Payette.
Yep.
So I thought it would be fun to try beers of places that we don't usually try.
Yep.
So
that'll be really exciting.
I will honestly say I did pick up these beers, so I know what we're drinking, but I don't know in what order we're drinking them.
Sure.
And these are all beers that I think we've tried a couple of them, but definitely not all of them.
Not something we stock in our fridge on a normal basis.
Not on a normal basis.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try them, and maybe it's gonna be one of those things where we have them in our fridge on a normal basis.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna
excited.
it's gonna be real fun.
This is going to be good. Yeah.
All right, Tom, you ready to try beer number 1?
Number uno. All right. Ooh, boy, get the pink cup.
So-
Thank you.
For all of those who cannot see this, I did take a picture. Check it out on Instagram.
Yep.
We do have some very nice glasses, but yet we are also very ghetto and didn't have enough glasses, so we had to use some kids' plastic
Little
cups.
kitty plastic cups. Yeah.
You got the pink
It's,
one?
it's okay. I got the pink
Yeah.
one. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. man.
Matches my personality.
I'm here
so-
for you. Anything
Yeah.
I can do.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, here we go for the IPA, local IPA number 1.
Number 1. Well, first of all, I'm smelling pretty light.
You know, honestly, I think this one, the malt is there,
Yeah.
but the hop is
A little subtle.
very subtle.
Yeah.
If I were to make a guess, that's
Is this Mad Swedes?
and what does Mad Sweet have?
I don't remember what it's called.
You don't remember what it's called?
I don't actually.
Boy, it's been a while. I'd say Mad Swede has the long ship.
Oh yeah, the Longship IPA, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's
I think
set this one aside.
Okay. I'll put it over here. Oh, well, we'll put it back on number 1 spot. How's that?
Okay.
Leave it at the number 1 so we know what we're doing there.
Okay. So number 1, you remember?
Yep. I'm going to
Okay.
guess Mad Swede. That's my guess. I'm going to write that down. I think.
Okay.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
You could be.
Could definitely change my mind.
Okay. Number 2. Moving on to number 2. We
Number
got.
2. Still smelling a little light.
I don't know if I can smell the beer or the plastic cup.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yeah. It would have been better in a glass, I
right.
guess.
For sure.
All right, here we go.
Oh, okay. It is very light. Not too bad though. I mean, it's
That's not bad. That's actually pretty good.
I think the hop profile's a little bit sweet,
Yeah.
not too much, and it doesn't have that super
It's not the bite.
big bite.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The bitterness.
Mm-hmm. I get a little bit in the back of my throat going down
Okay.
on the bitterness, but that's it. I don't get it at the first mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's definitely, I could feel it as it's sitting going down.
So is that what draws you to IPAs? Is just the bitterness?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily the bitterness. I would say it's the balance between the malt and the bitterness.
As long as it's done properly.
Correct. It's
Not everybody can do that.
got to be balanced for sure.
Yeah. Now, for me, IPA, the thing that drew me to IPA was the taste, the flavor. I mean, it had back in the day, I don't even remember what year it was, but, a lot of these beers were kind of hot bombs.
Oh yeah, that's
And
all
I-
it was. Yeah.
I loved the bitterness. I loved the just the overall flavor
Mm-hmm.
of a good IPA.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, it has really changed over the years.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Things have changed dramatically with the new addition of hops and the willing to experiment with the different hops. And, they're using a lot more aroma type hops now in IPAs. They're not always going to be that big hop bomb.
Well,
that they used to be.
That brings up the West Coast, what they call the West Coast style IPA.
Right.
Okay.
You could talk about the West Coast back in the day.
Right.
Probably within the last 2 to 3 years, it's probably morphed a little bit. before then, it was probably this huge hop bomb, right? That you would get a big punch in the face of hops. And now these days, it's not that bitter. It's going to be more smooth. It's going to be more tropical flavor forward, very light, crisp. You know, they're just changing how West Coast looks now.
Yes. So let's go to the East Coast IPA.
Yep.
And we're not talking about Northeast.
Right. We're not talking
We're
New
talking
England hazy.
Right. We're talking like a 90-minute
Oh yeah.
or the 60-minute from
Yep.
Dogfish.
Sure.
Totally different.
Absolutely.
First time I tried that, I was like, what the fuck is this? This
Yeah.
is not what I'm used to.
Right.
This is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm fully on board with that.
They're a little heavier on the malts, right? So
Yeah.
they got a little heavy on the malts, and they definitely have the big bitterness too,
Right.
as well. That's probably the main difference between the West Coast and the East Coast for me.
And don't get me wrong, I do like the 90 and 60-minute Dogfish.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just different.
Yeah. I mean, it's your preference too, right? It's whatever you're feeling that you want to drink at the time, right? So, a lot of times a straight IPA is what I'm craving, so I'll have that because I want that hop bomb, you know.
Yeah. So, Tom, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Little side note here.
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest hop bomb that you've ever had?
Oh, the biggest hop bomb. You talking of all time?
Of all time.
All time. Well, I would say locally for me, it would probably be Dagger Falls from Sockeye. That's a huge hop bomb for me.
Pretty big.
Pretty big.
Is it as big as the Hop Noxious?
No, it is
That
not.
one's a little bit bigger.
That one's a little bit bigger
Yeah.
for sure. I have not had the Hop Noxious for several years.
Oh, it's been a long time.
But I do remember that one being very big. If I would say, looking outside of local, let's see. It would probably be, well, I guess back in the day when I first started drinking IPAs, it was probably Melvin IPA. It was a pretty big.
Yeah. I remember I was a little bit more ghetto at the time, and I remember some pyramid beer, some shit.
Oh, yeah.
It was terrible. I mean, I think probably at the time, actually, even at the time, it was pretty terrible. I mean, Dagger, yeah, I mean, it's a hot bomb, but it's a good hot bomb. Pyramid, it just seemed like they just threw in the most bitter hops they could just to make it better, which was not good. I mean, you got to have the aroma and all that shit to match
Yeah.
the bitterness. Or you just got a bitter ass hot bomb that's just fucking bitter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I guess for me, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Oh, okay.
Impromptu here.
Okay.
What do you believe makes a good IPA hop? Like, what's that combination? What's that going to look like for you?
For me, because we used to homebrew.
Sure.
So we kind of know the order. When you're homebrewing, you know the order of when these hops have to go in and what hops you're using.
Right.
So to me, back in the brew days, one of my favorite hops, bittering hop, was the Zeus.
Okay.
Or the CTZ, the Columbus Tomahawk Zeus combo type of thing.
Yep.
That one makes it good. But then, in my opinion, much later in the boil, you got to have that fruity, citrusy hop.
Sure.
Which, anymore, they're making so many damn really good hops that it's just gone crazy. I mean, there's so many. However, Citra, Mosaic,
Sure.
they're always really good ones to use at any given time. A lot, lately the New Zealand hops are making a huge push in the
Yeah,
market,
they are for sure.
which are also really good. But just a straight IPA, you got to have that big bitter in the boil, early in the boil, to give it that little bit of a punch.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to balance that with the floral, fruity
Sure.
hop on the end.
So what about like Centennial, Simcoe?
The classics.
Right.
Honestly, I would really have to say that one of my favorite IPAs is. You want to make a guess what my favorite IPA is?
Your favorite?
Favorite
Of all time.
Favorite of all time.
Boy, we've had so many.
We've had so many.
Is it local?
No.
Okay. Is it a double? Or are you just talking straight?
Just straight IPA.
Okay.
No double, no hazy, just straight IPA.
You talking about that Russian River one?
I've had that one time.
Okay. All
Had
right.
a lot of it that one time. But
Okay.
yeah, that one's really good.
Right.
Russian River, Pliny the Elder.
Pliny the Elder, yeah.
So it's so bitter, but yet so well balanced that you don't really get the bitterness of it.
Sure.
And I would have to say that's probably one of the hands down best IPAs of all time. But
I don't know what your favorite
You don't
is.
know?
No, man. I'm having a hard time thinking of it.
all right, I'll tell you.
Okay, you tell.
Shout out to Tyler.
Oh,
Tyler Brown.
Okay. Yeah. I should have guessed
I'm
this.
going to have to say Pallet Jack is my most favorite IPA of all time. They do use a lot of the Simcoe hops
Mhm.
in the Pallet Jack. And it is, in my opinion, very well balanced with the bitterness, with the hop, with the fruity at the end. I mean, it's just one of my favorites.
I should have guessed that. You're wearing the damn
I know.
Barley Brown's hat.
I know.
I don't like what's wrong with me.
Right. And I'm looking at the Barley
Yeah,
Brown
yeah,
sign
yeah,
right behind you.
yeah.
What about you? What do you got? Favorite IPA of all time?
For me, I'm gonna have to go back to the OG, the Melvin IPA.
Okay.
That was
Straight
the one
Melvin.
that was the one that kind of got me on the kick, and I've never looked back.
So, Melvin, I guess what I should say is that the Melvin double or imperial or
The
however you want to
2x4,
say it,
yeah.
2x4, absolutely agree. That one
Yep.
was one of the very first IPAs that I've had, and it just knocked it out of the park.
Oh,
And
yeah.
For a long time, I compared everything to a 2x4,
Sure.
even though that's not fair because it is a double, but
Right.
so fucking good.
Yeah.
And we did mention a podcast or two ago, Roadhouse bought out Melvin.
They did. Yeah.
I haven't noticed any real changes lately.
Yep.
I did see a post from them lately saying, watch out for the rotating IPAs.
Uh-huh.
They're coming back, and this time we're going to throw in some asterisks.
There we go.
So that one was a good one. A little bit darker than the other ones, but
Yep.
still really good.
Very good.
But it's still a really big beer, 9%er.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big beer for sure.
Okay, we got off there on a tangent. Number 2,
Number 2.
if you were to make a guess,
I better take another little sip of it
Yeah.
real quick here. All right, hold on.
honestly, that's a real good,
It's pretty well balanced.
solid IPA.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom, you had another taste. What do you think? Number 2, what is it?
If I had to guess, a local brewery, straight up IPA, I would say this. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I thought it was going to be Payette.
Okay.
I think I'm going to change my mind. I think this is going to be Woodland Empire.
Okay. Which one?
Um,
What is their IPA?
I don't.
I've had the sticky.
The Big Sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the other one. They have 2. Pretty sure. Man, what is their IPA called? Now I got to look it up.
Well, you can't look it up right now. We're in the middle of the
Okay, fine,
podcast.
fine. I won't look.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I won't
Okay.
look.
So number 2, Woodland Empire.
Woodland Empire.
Let's move on to number 3.
Okay.
Okay. Now
All right.
we're into the fancier glasses, so we can actually smell the beer instead of the glass. Oh,
Okay.
smells a little bit sweeter. What you writing down there, Tom?
I'm just writing down
Hey,
what I guess
so-
this one was.
Okay. So for all of those of you that are either joining us new or something, Tom likes to make notes on a lot of things. I remember a podcast we did. We went up to Portland, had some great notion.
Oh yeah.
You brought in your notebook and shit.
Took
and
the
you're
notes
writing-
down. Took the tasting notes
Right,
and.
right.
Oh yeah. No.
So if you hear some scribbling, everybody, that's just Tom making notes. It's
Yeah.
all right.
All right.
Okay,
Here we go.
number 3.
It smells definitely a little different.
I think it's a sweeter malt, and it's got that big bitter
Back
bitter
end.
taste to it.
The back. Yeah.
Wow, but it does have that subtle florally note.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I bought these beers and I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even make a guess on what this one is.
Huh.
Yeah, what do you think, Tom?
Oh boy. I don't know. This one's tough. Because it's not like, well, I don't know, maybe. It's not like a sockeye, because,
No.
if it's a dagger, I'm pretty
Oh yeah,
sure
you
I
could
could figure that
spot
one out.
that
Yeah.
right away.
I could
for
probably
sure.
just look at it and be like, oh, it's a dagger falls.
Right.
But, man, this is really stumping me here, because this is actually embarrassing. I feel like I don't know my local beers as good as I do.
Well, honestly, there have been a couple of breweries that we haven't gone to yet,
That's true.
so it could be from one of them.
Okay.
And what I will also say is that one of these beers, whichever I don't know 1 through 6, one of these beers is from 2C,
Mm.
the brewery out in Nampa. So that one I've never been to.
Yeah.
I've never had their beer before.
What do you think? Which one do you
I
think it is?
I think this one's in my opinion, it's something different that I've never really quite tasted this
Mhm.
style before. This, every brewery has their own like
Sure.
shit, So I would either say number 3 is probably. Actually, I'm going to say that this is the long chip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is the long chip.
I guess I could see this as the long ship only because of their style.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Okay. I'm not going to take a guess on that one. I'm not scribbling.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to scribble, but
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
It's a stumper. Let's try number 4.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, number 4. This one looks a little bit darker. A little bit darker.
It's got a little darker malt in it there.
Yeah.
Could definitely smell.
No, I changed my mind. This is the long ship.
You think this is the long ship?
Yep. Yep. Maybe 3 was like clairvoyant.
Oh.
Number 4. I'm saying this one's long ship.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got that big bitter taste.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I wish I was better with my flavor hops. but they're using a lot of.
Ton of
I think it's a
bittering hop.
I think it's a classic bittering hop
Yeah.
for sure. But I can't put my finger on which one it is. I'm going to say long chip right here, number
Okay.
4.
So
What do you think?
for me, this might be Payette,
Okay. The Rustler?
the Rustler.
Okay. Boy, it's been a long time since I've had the Rustler.
Yeah. I think the last time we had it, did we try it
No.
with Mike? Oh, we didn't try it
No.
with Mike. It's right, we didn't.
When we talked with Mike Francis
That's
from
right.
Payette, we had the Sofa King.
That's right.
And I think we had a Recoil
We did have a recoil.
and the other Sofa King.
Correct. There's two, the
there's
tropical
like
and then
a
the-
regular IPA and then the hazy IPA.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be the Rustler.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. So Tom says Rustler number 4.
Okay.
All right. Moving on.
Number 5. That one looks pretty good, actually.
Number 5 is kind of light in color,
A little cloudy.
a little bit cloudy. I would almost say this one looks like a hazy, but I know
It shouldn't be.
I'm pretty sure I just got straight IPAs.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Okay.
It's got a real fruity vibe to it. More fruity than bitter, I'd say.
Definitely very fruity.
Yeah.
This has got a lot of real back end
Yeah.
into the boil hops for sure.
Yeah.
And possibly try hopping. Possibly.
Very good.
It's
Very interesting.
different than it's definitely different than the last
Right.
4 we tried.
Oh, for sure.
It's good. It's not bad.
So I've got my ideas on which one this is, but yet I bought the beer, so I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
So you tell me, what do you think? Who do you think this is from?
I think this is 2C.
You think that's 2C? Do you remember which one? Warhawk, I think,
Yeah. I think that's what it was called.
is the one I picked up
Mm-hmm.
because you saw me pick it up.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Because-
sure. I'm pretty sure I bought it.
Right. Tom bought it. Oh, so everybody,
Yeah.
just to let you know, Tom and I mixed it up this month for our pre-funking before the podcast.
Did.
Usually we go to Growler Guys,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing against Growler Guys, but we try to go somewhere different this time. We actually went out to pre-funk in Nampa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right across the street was 2C, and we're like, hey, let's grab a can of that before we go.
Give it a try.
Yeah. So pre-funk in Nampa,
Mm-hmm.
great place.
Yeah.
Great vibe. Wish it was a little bit warmer outside. It is awesome today,
It's a
but
nice day. Yeah.
but still cold. I mean,
A little chilly.
in the spring, summer, I bet that place is just like off the
Hopping.
chart.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, they have quite a few taps out there, so
Yes, they
pretty
do.
cool. Pretty cool vibe for
Yes.
sure.
Very good. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah. All right, what's your guess on this one?
My guess is this one is Edge.
Edge.
Edge Brewing.
Really?
That's what I'm going to guess.
Okay.
Okay, Tom. Without further ado, this is
Number 6.
number 6.
Okay.
Let's try number 6.
All right. Here we go.
It's very light in color.
It smells great, actually.
Yeah, it does.
It's got the. Smells like it's got a good balance there.
Okay.
Not too bitter.
No, it's kind of
I don't really get the bitter.
it's just kind of what I would say smooth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not a huge malt bill, not a huge hop bill.
Yeah, it feels
Just
like it's just
smooth.
nice even keel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could drink this.
Oh, well, you are drinking it, Tom.
I mean, I could drink it more often. How's that?
Well, okay. We just got to figure out what it is first.
Well, that's soon to come. Okay, Mark. Got a question for you
Okay, go.
before we get into guessing this
Yeah,
beer.
you bet.
What is your favorite local brewery of all time?
Favorite local brewery of all time? Well, I got to say that, I've been to several, and there's still a few that I haven't been to. Okay. Got to be honest with you.
Yeah, be honest.
I like going to Sockeye.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some really good food. I love their nachos. For some reason, for the last 10 years, I've been on this huge nacho kick. And everywhere I go
Mm-hmm.
and everywhere I eat, I
Gotta
get the
try
nachos at least once.
Sure.
And I have to say that Sockeye has the best nachos in town.
Very good.
Great atmosphere, TVs everywhere. So if you're going there for a game, it's really great.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some other good ones though that I do.
There
like.
are.
But
You don't have to keep it at one.
That's it. No,
Sockeye?
that's it.
All right.
Sockeye.
All right.
Okay, what about you, Tom?
Well, I would say for me, if the weather's nice,
Oh shit.
it's going to be Barbarian. Their new location is fantastic.
Well, if you want to bring that up, then if you're talking about patios, Mother Earth is pretty.
Mother Earth
Pretty
is
awesome,
really
too.
good too, downtown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do like going there. You do have a good point with Barbarian. I mean, anyway, we could talk about that for hours
We could.
for sure. But let's not go down that rabbit hole.
All right.
Okay.
So what do you think? What do you think this one is?
I will say that this one might be Western Collective.
Okay. I'm going to taste it again.
Well, taste it. Tell me what you think. Now, keep in mind, I did say that because we have talked to and tried Loose Screw,
Sure.
Idlewild, they're not going to be there.
Right.
So it's not going to be Idlewild.
No. I think I'm going to have to agree with you. This might be Western Collective.
Okay. All right, Tom. That being said, we've tried all 6 now,
Mm-hmm.
and in a second, I'm going to reveal what each one was.
Okay.
But what is your favorite local straight IPA?
Man, for me, if I'm really looking at a straight IPA, 2 come to mind. One would be Barbarian. That's a really good one. And then the other one for me that I could just go to the store and get would be Mother Earth, the Buku. I think that one's really good.
So you bring up Buku. A lot of people that I've talked to say that Mother Earth is not considered quote unquote local.
That's semantics, I guess, in my opinion. I mean, they've ingrained themselves into our Idaho craft beer scene. So I would call them local.
They've got that huge place out there in Nampa.
Massive.
Now they got that really cool place down in downtown.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree with you that Mother Earth has been here several years now.
Right.
And every once in a while, I look up to see what they have on tap in, say, California.
Sure.
It's totally different. It's not the same thing. So,
Right.
so I'm kind of with you. I think I would have to say that Mother Earth is, to me, considered local.
Correct.
Yes.
That is
Absolutely.
correct.
Okay.
They are local. End of story.
Okay,
You can
and-
fight me on it if you want.
Okay. Anybody wants to fight Tom, just look him up. He's out there.
All right.
All right. Okay. Are you ready for the results?
Yes, I am ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's
Okay.
do this. I'm very curious.
All right. Wow. We were way off.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We were way off on everything.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Hit me with
So,
it.
number one, what'd you guess?
I guess Mad Swede.
Okay. Western Collective
That was
is the Fantasy Volume 4. It's like, I'm going to have to take another taste of this because I. Interesting. Okay. Well, now that
Now that you
I
know.
say it, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh, yeah, I
sure.
can taste that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, of
I get
course.
it.
Yeah.
Number 2. Who do you got for number 2?
I said Woodland Empire.
See, this would Lost Grove,
That's Lost Grove. Okay.
Lost Sight IPA. Okay, number 3. Number 3 was the one that we were kind of back and forth on, right?
We were a little bit back and forth on
Okay,
it.
what?
I didn't have a guess for that one.
Okay,
I couldn't guess that one.
that one is Edge.
That one's Edge. Okay.
Number 3 is Edge. Number 4. What was your guess on number 4?
I didn't guess that one either.
What the fuck, Tom? Come on, man. Number 4 was.
Oh,
Mad-
no. I think we both guessed Mad Sweet on that one. Because I changed my mind. I'm pretty sure. That was this one, right? This darker one?
Yep.
I think we both changed. I changed mine, and I'm pretty sure I said that was Mad Sweet. Because you were like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
long ship.
Yeah. Number 4 is Long Ship.
Number 3, I originally guessed, what did I guess on that one? I can't remember now. Anyways, regardless.
Okay.
I digress.
Yes. Number 4, Mad Sweet.
Okay.
Long Ship. Number 5, who do you got?
2C.
Number 5 is not 2C.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. It is Clairvoyant.
That's clairvoyant. Okay.
Nostradamus.
Okay. I'm guessing number 6 was the 2C.
Number 6 is 2C.
Okay.
Oh, very good. Very good for 2C.
Yeah.
My very first 2C, and
I think it's pretty good.
I would drink it again.
For sure.
So that's very awesome.
Good job, 2C.
Very, very good. Okay, so Tom, that was kind of the wrap up.
Yeah.
What, out of all of those, what was your favorite IPA?
Okay. So for me,
Yeah.
I would say my favorite was the 2C.
That's a good one. I did like the 2C. I think I'm going to have to agree with you, Tom.
2C.
2C was pretty good. And I don't know if it's just because I've never had it before,
Sure.
but it was pretty good.
I thought number 2 was pretty good too. That was the Lost Grove. I guessed Woodland Empire, but I mean, I thought it was pretty decent
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I think all of these were very decent, but, they're all,
So different.
yes, so different.
All straight IPAs, but just different variations, right? Everybody's got their own take on own recipe. Some like it more hoppy, and some don't. So
All you IPA guys out there, do a blind taste test.
Yeah.
It'll probably knock your socks off. It's
Yeah.
very different, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it made me question my knowledge of
Right.
local IPAs.
Right.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I was having a hard time guessing some of these.
It is tough. It's really tough. So, Tom, let me ask you something that
Sure.
I didn't get a chance to ask you before, but
Okay.
what is your favorite hop in an IPA? Straight IPA.
Yeah, usually it's going to be, I'm going to stick with those classics, that Centennial,
Yeah.
Simcoe, Columbus. Yeah, those
Okay.
are probably my favorites.
Very good.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah.
Those are like a staple for,
That's what I think what the IPA was kind of based on was like
oh yeah.
Centennial, Simcoe. I remember one time I was down at, I think it was Powder House with some work fellas, and we were talking about brewing and things like that.
Sure.
And they're like, "Hey, what do you like to brew with?" And I'm like, "Oh, I like the Centennial and the Simcoe." And they're like, "Are you talking interchanges or are you talking hops?" Those are interchanges.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's
yeah,
funny.
it's like no,
No.
totally different. Sorry, guys.
Very good. All right. Well, I guess that about wraps it up for today, huh?
Yeah, it does.
All right.
I think what we're going to do next, we might come out with a kind of a special episode
that'd be
here
great.
in a few weeks, maybe.
Yeah, probably a couple of weeks.
And maybe we can do a blind taste test of Pacific Northwest beers.
Oh, that'd be good.
That would be good.
Be really good.
Because then we could get like the Oregon, Washington.
Sure. Stuff we don't always have here. Yeah.
Right. And I think it'll be kind of like the same rules.
Yeah.
Is that we'll get beers that we don't typically drink.
Yep. That's a good idea.
That way it makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun.
Can't wait. I'm
So
looking forward to that.
we
We got to
can-
get that on the calendar.
We'll get it on the calendar and we'll get it done.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we do. We get it done for you.
Absolutely. All right. So, as always, if you have any questions, you can email us at mtcans2022@gmail.com. You also can hit us up on Instagram and Facebook at mt_cans. And as always, there is the website, mtcans.com. That'll have the links to all of our episodes. And look forward to seeing you guys again.
Okay, Tom, one more thing before we go.
Yeah.
What is today's beer quote?
Okay. Well, here you go. You ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right. The mouth of a perfectly happy man is filled with beer. That was ancient Egyptian wisdom from 2200 BC.
Nice.
2200 BC.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Mark,
And I'm Tom.
and this is the Empty Cans Podcast. Thanks for joining us.